All right, so chicken pot pies, little delicious cherry gratins, mushroom risotto, onion soup, potato pecan crumbles. Those are just some of the recipes on ideas that you will get in the idea book with your mini croquette set. This is a set of 6. You get 6 with the lids and the little recipe booklet for a sale price of $134.98, 3 payments of $44.99 to get this home. The colors include what you see here, and that is the cerise, the oyster, which actually will match one of the pots that I have, and then we also offer it in the cool mint. This is K75673. Greg, again, talk about some of the uses with these little croquettes.
Well, there's no shortage of uses for these, for sure, but I'm going to go through and give it a shot. Jane, just first off, while the first cell that we were showing as far as the fry pans, there's the steak I made. We actually put baked beans and mac and cheese right in these cocottes. So all these they're really, really cute. They're 8 ounce. They're little miniature Dutch ovens. They're made of our stoneware. So kind of the same idea as the pan that we just showed. But look, perfect individual baked beans, perfect individual mac and cheese that you can go ahead and do. You can do in advance. You can pop it in your oven, heat them up, take the lids off, and they're ready to serve. So that's what I just did here. But from desserts to household goods to little, if you want to put this on your desk and put little knickknacks in it, or your thumbtacks or whatever you've got, you could do that as well. But Jane, I use mine. I put my salt and I put my pepper in there. It's always sitting next to my stove. So I've got my pinch. I can just add it to my food.
Yeah.
Super, super easy.
That's a great idea. And then you have a lid that you can put on top of it as well. My mouth was salivating when I started thinking about French onion soup, and imagine being able to make that perfect little French onion soup, perfect size to float your toast, put your melty mozzarella cheese all over the side, and then put this in the oven. Let it bake and get that cheese melted, and oh my gosh, right to the table, and you get 6 of them. So there's so much you can do. I also love making gourmet butters for the holidays, and that's something that I have to say I don't do on a regular. But you put your melted butter and your fresh herbs and all that in these, put them in the refrigerator, and then that goes right to the table. So that's a really cool thing to do as well.
It is, for sure. And then you talk about desserts. I mean, I think one of the other things that I do a lot of is making desserts. So we've got a berry cobbler that we put in here, put a little puff pastry on the top, and then we baked it. And it gave a nice rise. I just finished it off with a little bit of powdered sugar, and we're done. But you talk about the presentation of this. If you bring this to the table, even for a little brunch, if you're just having a small gathering, each one of these, everyone gets their own individual dessert, whether it's our mac and cheese. Oh, and Jane, take a look at these. I just made these cute little egg dishes. I don't know if you can see inside of there, but we've got a little hash browns in the bottom. We just dropped an egg on there, a little bit of asparagus, and all we did was put the lid on and bake it for 7 minutes, took it out, and that was it. Perfect breakfast.
Oh, I love it. So many ideas. Even little mini breads, like a cornbread in something like this to go with your chili. There's the pot pie my producer was talking about. Used like it's a deconstructed pot pie or cream turkey with the biscuit on top, and put that in the oven. Oh my gosh, there's so many things that you could make with these, and that's the whole idea. Like Le Creuset doesn't make up things and vessels to cook in just for fun of it. They make them with real purpose. And the purpose and ideas on ways that you can use them actually come with this really handy little recipe and idea book. There's some of the other products that Le Creuset makes, so you can stock up on all that good stuff. There's tips on how to store, and look at that. There's the mini onion soup that I was talking about.
Yeah, some of the recipes in there are really great, like you just pointed out. That onion soup is a really great recipe. That's something that we've shared in a larger version with our Dutch ovens. So use that and just convert the recipe. Here's my attempt at my chicken pot pies. They're going to be absolutely great. I tasted them already. but I did mine sort of more traditional style where I did the dough on the top and kind of, I gave the fork all the way around and then dig in. So probably more the American style, but it's good. Now, if you want to do your parfaits or snacks, this is a great thing, again, for entertaining. If you're going to have one of our charcuterie platters or the appetizer platters, you can have a bunch of these around where I've got a trail mix here. I've got the honey roasted nuts, which my wife usually tries to hide from me because I'll eat the whole jar, which she did today, by the way.
And because these are hot or cold, how about an overnight oats even? You could do personal size.
Yeah, you could definitely. Actually, that's a really good idea. Yeah. Overnight oats, yeah, for sure. Does that usually just happen overnight? Come on, Jane, I'm just kidding.
But bum.
Yes. But I know that was bad. That was definitely bad. I'll even admit to that one. But look, the whole idea behind these, really have fun. The one thing I wanted to mention, if you want to give out gifts and you want to give 6 gifts away, fill each one of these with some Hershey Kisses or whatever your favorite candy is, wrap them up in some cellophane, put a nice card on there, and it's a really wonderful keepsake as far as the gift goes.
Well, and I mean, at $20 a piece, basically, when you get all 6 of these, that's more affordable for Le Creuset. I mean, once again, there's something to be said for that box when they open it and see that name on the top of the lid. I mean, that means quality. I love it for the little the breakfast bar to create your own omelet. It could also be the taco bar. Use these to put your cheese, your olives, your other accoutrement that you use for that. Or if you're someone who likes to make the Greek bowls, so the cucumbers, the tomatoes, the peppers, all of those things go into each one of the little vessels. So they're perfect for serving. And use your little charcuterie tray in colors that coordinate as the platter to maybe put the meats on. So they're wonderful accessories. Presentation is everything, as you know, as a chef and caterer, Greg. When you come to the table and your guests come to the table, the way it's presented makes it even more appealing. And it doesn't, take a lot. Just little items like this. With delicious recipes to go along with it will really make a difference. There's a look at the photographs of what's inside.
And Jane, you're right. You know what? If you get this whole set, you may be like, well, I don't know how I'm going to use it. But once you start using it once or twice and hear the comments, like, oh, wow, this is so cute and this is so nice, but functional as well, you'll wind up using all 6 or you'll use one day. So you're right. And then all of a sudden they'll be like, how did I live without these? That happens all the time. So
yeah. I love them. And as an everyday use, like you said, salt and pepper, put your salt and pepper loose in there. But all of the delicious things. And this is that peak season for all the garden fresh vegetables. So roasted vegetables
cold soups
in this. Cold
What about
soups.
the cold soups?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you had me at mac and cheese, individual mac and cheese too.
I've got your cherries right here, by the way, too. You mentioned the cherries.
Yes.
We have a giant bowl of cherries sitting in our fridge, so I popped some of these in there, too. It actually matches our cerise, our cherry.
Love it.
Of course.
Love it. So cerise, oyster, and cool mint are the colors in the Cocottes. And again, you get 6 of them. You really can't go wrong with a set like this at the sale price of $134.98 with 3 easy pays of $44.99. So think gift ideas. You get the little cookbook to go along with it, so it really makes a nice gift. I think just one of these or 2 of these with the little cookbook would make a nice gift.
For sure. No doubt. But remember, individually, wrap them up, fill them up with your favorite candy, and we're good.
Love it. I love it. All right, we'll continue in the process of placing your orders. Once again, you can do so by calling 1-800-500-7590. That's Kate, 75673.